we are back with another episode of the 1v1 podcast. We had to let this gentleman take an amazing vacation, but this is episode 1 of season 3. We got Mr. Wu in the house. How are you doing, buddy?
Why is my podcast? Okay, there we go. Sorry, my mic was acting tripping up. It's acting. I'm doing great, man. Doing great.
Wait,
Couldn't,
holy
couldn't.
shit, we fixed it. Everybody, just so you know, we were dealing with him having mic lag, and he fixed it. I'm pretty sure somehow. Um,
It's probably because it's been not gonna lie. It's been a little bit of buffering. Even
oh,
it's this terrible mic. It's been giving me problems for like the past, I would say, about 3 weeks now, or about a month.
but hey,
But
man,
I've been good.
we got it to work. But yeah, man. So first off, like a little bit of background on the Mr. Wu over here. Give him like a little bit like where you from. You don't gotta tell like exactly. Obviously, I don't want you doxing yourself. Like you live on Main Street, the fourth house on the left. Like, give him like a little bit of background.
so I'm
The Mr. Wu.
actually, so I'm actually from Long Beach, California. So, as in the name states, like how I represented y'all, I actually am from Long Beach. So it does feel like I love the West Coast. Um, how it became my name, it was a little bit weird. Uh, it I would say the way it came about was how it was like the name Who was from a previous org where I first started. It was named the Who Crew. That's where the name Who came from.
Oh,
Because I'm pretty sure you guys know a content creator by the name of Hootie Who, the guy who
yeah.
used to be representing Oxygen. So the Who Crew was actually when it first started was the owner, and he was the owner.
Oh.
So we were underneath his reputation. So we were pretty hot as an org when I first started, and I got there like around 2022.
Dude, it's wild that like. So are you? I guess we'll get to the R word soon. So I'm not gonna go there yet.
Yeah.
But so dabbled in content off the rip, and then you got
Yep.
into competitive, or was it just like one like fluid? I fuck it, I'm competing. It only takes me hitting like two buttons to go live. Might as well do it. Um,
Competing wasn't something I had in mind, bro. To be honest, I just thought of Rocket League as like a game to have fun with the boys, and that's it. It was kind of like my loophole. But yeah, to be honest, how I started competing was a pretty strange story. I met a friend of mine named Dylan. He's a good brother of mine. That's how I started playing competitive, was because of him. Because I met him through one of the Rocket League Sonic tournaments they have every 3 hours, and we were just playing well together in tournaments. He's like, "Hey, dude, I feel like you could play well with us. Why don't you come compete with us?" And at the time, I was like, "Nah, dude, I don't want to do that shit. Like, it's gonna, I'm gonna be dog water, bro. I'm gonna be
and
playing
then
against people that
also
are like
like,
top 100." He's like,
what
"Nah."
also he's not letting people know is like this man's jacked too. So like, I feel like he was thinking like, nah, man, I don't think I want to get into like competitive gaming. Like, I hit the gym, I do all this
Yeah.
other stuff. Cause like, oh, we all have a gym rat section in the Thieves Squad. This man is bigger than I am. Like, like this man's yoked out. But yeah, no. So like, um, so then did you guys join Los Champs like right after that? Like, when did like you start competing in like Los Champs roughly?
So I started competing. It was way before Los Champs was even established. It was Indie Gaming League. I started in 2022. 2022. It was when it was started as Indie Gaming League. That's when I joined. Um, I joined as the Hooligans, my first team. It was really not the best of season, but it was a heck of a debut.
Yeah.
Obviously, because that's where I met my boy Feisty Taquito, and then of course my other boy, my boy
The
Peyton.
legacy.
Yeah. So it all started there, and from there on, I started grinding the game. Because I never thought there would be leagues where you can actually compete against the best of the best within your rank. I never thought that was an idea, because obviously when I see a tournament, it's like, oh, you're playing against the best players in the world, or essentially the best players within. within the region. I never
like
thought that you'd be playing
Squishy
against
Muffin,
the best player. Yeah,
like Squishy Muffin, and that's
yeah,
saying
Squishy
something
Muffin.
because like I will be
Yeah,
honest with you, until Alyssa came over, uh, and honestly she helped build out the whole Rocket League department. If you don't count like us all just randomly playing Rocket League, I'm pretty sure that's the only Rocket League player I can name as like somebody who's not like hip with the Rocket League scene. Like I just know, but also he was with NRG there for a bit when Hex was also with NRG, so makes sense. I've Optic fan since 2013. Unfortunately, I had to be a NRG fan for a year and a half. Um, but like,
respect.
I mean, to be fair, it did give me one of my favorite hoodies that I can't wear now because I'm too big. Um, but I mean, they did come out with the 100% unapologetic hoodie, which is an absolute banger of a hoodie. Um,
No,
but no, like,
NRGs.
so like that makes sense. Like you didn't realize that there was like, oh, cool, I'm not gonna just get put right up against like the Titans of Titans.
Hmm.
Like you kind of like, ah, cool. I can play at like my skill level, get good, then kind of like move up. But going before Rocket League, did you dabble in gaming like anything else? Like you play a little bit of like Zelda or some nonsense? I'm just throwing some random game
Not
out
really. I was always like a kind of sports guy, bro. I played soccer my entire life, dude.
there.
And
Soccer.
like, yeah,
I didn't think. See, I didn't think you were gonna say soccer. I thought
yeah,
you were like a DB or something. Like I thought you were about to be like, yeah, bro, I was hitting motherfuckers.
nah, bro.
Nah, he's like, nah, man. I like to keep all of my brain cells up there, please.
I like to just play smart, man, and just have fun. I like playing physical and aggressive, which is how my playstyle is, even in Rocket League. It's the same way I play in real life. It's the same thing. I like to play aggressive. I like to play fearless.
So you came right into Rocket League, obviously. Well, not right into Rocket League. Like you joined, your first org. You kind of
Hmm.
started dabbling in like those every 3 hour tourneys. Found your little click per se,
Yeah.
for lack of a better word.
Hmm.
Um, and then is that when you guys started like looking to see what other leagues there were out there?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, threes was kind of like where it was purposed at when I first started. It
Yeah,
was threes. Um, obviously, me being a threes guy, I kind of started playing ones throughout Rocket League before I started doing
yeah.
competitively. That was the one thing I would just do. I was like, I'll play ones, and then if I get tired, I tilt it. All right, fuck it. We're going to the next game. We're going
Ah,
to
fuck
yeah, we're going to the next game. We're going to probably FIFA or we're playing Black Ops or something else. Rocket League was just like a
it. Yeah.
side piece, but I didn't think it would be such an impact like how it did.
Rocket League, the side piece being the bitch.
Yeah,
The
but
typical ghetto love story right here, bro.
yeah,
Like Rocket League was that side bitch, and then that bitch became your full bitch.
it became my wife. It became the wife.
It became your wife.
Yeah,
But yeah,
so
no. Okay, so you kind of dabble. Do you like still dabble in a little bit of everything?
yeah, I still
Uh,
do. Now that I'm retired, yeah.
we weren't there yet. Woo. Um, but no, but no. I was just kind of wondering because like me being a former competitor, honestly, mine was COD. I definitely get that. Like, shit. I mean, we all dabbled a little bit in Apex. The
Hmm.
early seasons, not now.
Oh man,
Like, I'm sorry, but like, I don't want to have to fucking like sweat my balls off in a pub X lobby during the
for
off
real.
season, bro.
No, for
Nope,
real.
I'm good.
No,
Um,
for real.
but
I
no, like
couldn't agree.
season like 0, like season 1, season 2, like I get that whole having like an off season game. But like you definitely need to like break up the monotonous, especially yours. I mean, let's be honest. Yes, I know there's a bunch of cool, dope, very aerials you can do and shit, but like the premise of Rocket League, almost every game's kind of the same.
Yeah.
Kind of. Also, like I said, like obviously if you go up against somebody else who's really good with aerials, the game will be a little bit different. But like the overall premise is mostly the same, game in, game out. Unlike, COD, shit,
Hmm.
one wrong rotation, you could never play that same game 2 times in a row.
No.
Like,
Yeah.
but like I get you needing to dabble in other things. So then after that organization, where'd you go next? Is that where you went to Uncaged?
I did not actually go to Uncage. After I
Oh,
went into the crew, I just started freeming around, dude. I just started going into orgs, but not really. Just like just want to get a trial. At the time, I was just like not really what they say up to their standards.
which is
So
wild, bro.
I know, but that was before then. I mean,
Well, no, like the thing is, like I'm always not to cut you off. It's just wild that they instantly put you in that category. Like I'm pretty sure if I had to count on my hands the number of like guaranteed star-studded players that like I knew beforehand that came in to Thieves,
mhm,
I'm pretty sure maybe I'm on two hands. Like I'm more of like the alright, fuck it, I see the potential is fucking up. Let's see what fucking happens. Like this whole like, oh, you're not exactly what we want right now. Well, for all you know, in a fucking month and a half, that guy could be,
yeah,
roundhouse kicking the shit out of the guy that you thought was, my ace in the hole.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, no. So then you just start kind of org hopping, not really org hopping, org trialing. There we go. There's a
yeah,
better way to say it because I
yeah.
don't want you to sound like a.
That's the word. Yeah, that's the
There we
word.
go. Yeah. As soon as I used the wretched H word, I was like, "Ooh, wait a sec. That didn't sound like who? Oh, well, hold on a minute."
Yeah.
Uh, so did you end up joining Alyssa's org over there at all, or did she just
No.
know of you? Oh, so she just
I
knew of
I
you.
I knew of her because I actually started, I respected her grind, of course, respected her how
Oh yeah.
good she was in that level, and I was like, this girl has potential. And I'm
On
like,
top of
I'm fucking with this shit. I like this shit.
on
Like,
top of running an org.
you don't
On,
see many female Rocket League players, especially in those champs that compete. You don't see a whole lot of them. So when you see people like Alyssa competing, it just makes you more appreciative. And then if they want a lending hand, it makes you even want to be more appreciative of lend them a hand, give them some proper guidance. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's what I like to do. If I see some potential, why not give them a hand? There's nothing wrong with giving them a little bit of guidance, and that's what you know I joined before I came to Infamous. I joined with Ignition.
that's
With
where it was. So that like the thing is like that's my little crew per se. Like me and
yeah,
Alyssa have been cool like since like her org like started when they had Uncaged. Me and
mm-hmm,
Ziggy are like this. So like I knew it was an org that like I was close with the owner, but
mm-hmm,
like I don't know. I guess it's because she came from Uncaged and she's a Rocket League manager. I was like, ah, cool. Maybe it was there, but no, it was Ignition because I remember. If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure. Well, Ziggy deleted his Twitter now, but
he did, yeah, he did.
I'm pretty sure like if this is gonna warm your heart, ready? I'm pretty sure it wasn't even like 35 minutes after your announcement. Ziggy DM me. Was like, "That's a monster pickup for you guys." Like, he's like, he found somewhere that's actually gonna give a shit. Like, obviously, I'm not saying that Ignition didn't, but like us org owners know orgs that are, you know,
Mm-hmm,
just in certain scenes just for the clout or just to have,
mm-hmm,
a arm in that race. Like, so like he was like, all right, cool. If Wu's not gonna be here, like at least I know he's gonna be somewhere where like they're gonna try to show out for most of his matches. I mean, shit, I joined like at least like 4 of your matches while I was at fucking work. Like, like
but you showed up.
I literally had you on like so at the university we had like a good prep table, so like the base layer, one shelf, and then another shelf. I had fucking like commercial size like spice containers holding my phone up on the middle shelf. So while I'm making people's orders, I can watch you,
Yeah.
play Rocket League. Cause like that's the thing, like um Rocket League, obviously there's some other esports now, but like
Mm-hmm,
that are doing it now. But like Rocket League, actually maybe not. Rocket League's the only one, and like this took Alyssa telling me this. They can't put, and I don't know if this is 100% accurate. You might know. Um, Leagues can't put like a league fee on these Rocket League leagues. Like apparently it's like in like the TOS or some shit. Um, but like that's why like I've had buddies orgs who are like, man, like I'm trying to find like the next little thing to possibly try. I'm like, bro, Rocket League, there's literally no risk. And
Yeah,
like
there is.
I've
There
met
isn't.
I've met you now, Alyssa, Oscar. I mean, I wish I was more involved with, the like the two shit when they were playing and shit.
Yeah.
But like thing is, like there's no real risk. Like if you join Rocket League for like a season, actually I would say two, because what you play what 9 games, Woo? Is that what it is? 9?
With you
8?
guys,
Well, no, I mean for like a season, it's 8.
it's 8. Oh, I think it's the. I think it's 6. It's 6 in the season, and
Okay.
then it depends on how you do in playoffs. It could go to 10.
Okay. So
So
we'll
10.
say like or to give it at least two season shots, because
Yeah.
like six games isn't a lot. Um, so if like after okay, we'll say you as example. Um, if somebody's playing 12 to wow, I can't math. 12 to 16 games, for two
Yeah.
seasons, and then like if you end up being like, yeah, maybe this isn't for us. There's no risk on either end. Like as long as you're taking care of your players and at least showing up. I don't think
Yeah.
any player's really gonna be like, wow, you're a real piece of shit for dropping me because you guys don't want to be in Rocket League
Yeah.
anymore. Like, but like it's fun to watch.
It
So,
is.
um, I know you kind of rambled about your vacation before we start recording, but we're going back. This man, first off, this man got me in my feels with this post game. Oh, I guess I should ask you this now. Was that why you were trying to call me before your match when I was
Yeah.
at my boss's church? Was because you were gonna tell me that you were retiring? No,
No. No.
no.
No. No.
Oh,
No.
okay,
No. No.
okay. Because I
So
was
the
like,
reason why I was gonna call you is because at that time it always happens to me every time. It's like I get into not a panic mode, but then I'm like I'm nervous because I've been in this situation too many fucking times. This was going into my third one in a row. I've never been into a grand finals this many times. This is the third time in a row. I was like, this has got to be the one. And I was like, I need people to tell me to fire me up because
yeah,
I'm
this
like
man,
Michael Jordan. I'm like Michael Jordan. You tell me something that pisses me off or something that triggers me, I will pop the fuck off and I will use it
yeah, no,
to
this
my
man
advantage.
calls me with 2 minutes till match time. Unfortunately, the one time I opened my fat mouth and tell my boss I was going to go to like his jamboree thing, I was watching game 2 during this jamboree at my boss's church. My
Oh
phone was
Jesus
like
Christ.
my phone was like in my lap, and I was just sitting here, like I was on like the end with like two of my cashiers, and then like my boss and his wife. I'm sitting here like this. I'm like, I was like, I can't quite be that big of an asshole. I can't full blown just be like this in the middle of his church. So like
No,
I
yeah.
I kind of let like game 1 go, and then like I'm sitting here like this, like just kind of but nah, bro. And then so obviously, and the funny thing is, unless I'm just short term memory loss and don't remember fucking shit,
Mhm.
up until you getting near the end of the season, I didn't realize this was your third time going into like what looked like you were winning your division.
I was
Like
definitely a strong contender. I definitely busted my ass to fucking get to where I am.
but it was like the same last season too, right? Like you
Yeah.
looked like a strong favorite, and then unfortunately, fall a little short. So what was
Yeah.
the season before that? Did you like also like just like absolutely just like roundhouse kick the competition, or did you like squeak into those playoffs?
I no. They were mostly strong contentions. Like throughout months, I've only lost maybe 3 times. Ever.
Jesus,
Ever. Three
Jesus,
times. And those were, if I'm not mistaken, there was only one time I came up short. That was in third IGL after my first time ever going to a grand finals. And that was my first time ever signing up for ones. It was back in 2022. And I came up short. I was undefeated the same way like I was this season, the same way. I just came up short. Turns out the guy was literally not supposed to be in the ranks.
So
And
what you're saying is you unofficially have 2 rings. Is that what we're saying here? You
he literally was.
you officially have 1, and then there's a unofficial one on the other hand. Is that what we're saying?
Hmm.
Okay.
There was one that I came up short that I lost in, I think it was the first round. But that
Oh,
one was after I lost. I just was not.
yeah.
I wasn't mentally prepared. I didn't train. I didn't do anything.
You're
I
like,
was
"Fuck
just went
this."
in there like fuck it. I just go in there and see what
Uh,
happens, and did not even come close. And that was one thing I just bumped me up because when I was in the first time I was playing Diamond 2 to Diamond 3 range, the guy I lost to in 2022 was not even that close. He was literally a high C2 to high C3 representing a fucking university, which was fucking insane. I'm like, how embarrassing do you have to be? And he literally wrote it in my face by having a GC tag, and at the time I didn't have.
but now you do, baby.
Now I do.
Um, bro, I wish, dude. I'm gonna have to make this a thing, and Socks is gonna have to edit these down the road, and he's thinking like, "Oh fuck me, I got more work."
Right.
Bro, I should have set up my GoPro in my bedroom, cause like I literally put you on my TV when I got home. Like I kept my code on for like the first like I think it was like I got home when map 2 was ending. So
Mm-hmm.
like like I think there's still like a minute and a half left in map 2. For
Yeah.
map 2 and 3, I still had my winter coat on in my house. I know that you really don't know what a winter coat is because you live in Cali. But you
I
know,
do know what that. Yeah, I do know
so,
what
like
that
we kind of like
is.
have these like really, really like thick padded coats for when it's cold out. I know you don't I know that's like a foreign territory to you. I know. But no, bro, like I don't know if you ever saw the Nade Shot clip of when Ton of Thieves finally won an event in London, and like he's not a really big like fucking flyer. Well, Courage JD was
Hmm.
living in that team house at that time, so Courage got it all on film. I don't. I'm pretty sure Nade dropped like 18 "Let's fucking goes" in this like minute video.
Holy
Like
shit.
But I was like that hype in my room. Like every fucking goal like you punched in, bro, I was like erupting. I'm shocked I didn't wake up my fucking grandma. Bro, like I was getting hype. Um which is also kind of the thing, like, I mean, obviously that was before Alyssa became the social media manager for Thieves. But I still think I would have vetoed her doing like your match updates. That was me that whole time. So like I'm not even letting like my dopamine like I'm not saying my dopamine level was like at the same level as yours as you're getting close, but like mine didn't drop that much because like I'm the one doing these tweets in between matches, and by the
I
time I get
saw
done,
that.
so then like as the tweet's getting done, you're loading into the next one. So
Yeah.
like I'm not getting any time for like the dopamine level to drop. Like it's only dropping to like here. So like it's staying like borderline like heart attack level um the whole time. But no, bro, I definitely think when it comes to like even just playoff matches, because obviously, Call of Duty, it's multiple rounds, best of fives, yada yada yada. I think I'm gonna start like setting up my GoPro in my either like in the office for like when I'm watching champs matches or my bedroom because I try to do like that little extra bit when it's like a championship match. I'm not gonna throw it up on my, you know, 20-inch monitor or
Right.
24s, whatever the fuck I got on this thing. Um, I'm gonna throw you up on like the 42-inch TV in my bedroom. Like, oh yeah, you on the big screen. Um, but so obviously we're gonna go over a little bit of these stats. We're gonna glaze you here for a second. Absolute glazing. So, did you think that you punched in 161 goals this whole year?
To be honest, that's a record for me, honestly.
Now the thing is, did they count all? I guess we're gonna like throw that one guy like underneath the bus. Um, did we report that score that you ran the fuck up that one weekend with the guy who kept leaving, or did you like shave a couple off?
So when I reported the score, the mod themselves, they said because you left, like we'll shave off the other four,
Okay.
and they just kept the 8-1.
Okay.
So they
Yeah.
didn't. The other ones they allowed it because the replays were there. But the reason why they shaved it is because I didn't stay within the match, and of course the last match didn't get saved on my Bacchus mod, which fucking sucks because I thought
Yeah.
it would, but it did not. So fortunately, I had to shave it off.
Okay,
But
so most of those are legit matches. Well, obviously all 8 of your matches were legit, minus that one guy saying, "Oh,
mhm,
I didn't get a warm up. I
yeah,
didn't get a warm up." But yeah, 161 goals in 8 games. Well, okay, in 8 series. Um, but the thing is, up until so it's best of fives and a best of 7, right?
so yeah, best of fives during season, and then playoffs is best of 7.
But the thing is, I don't think you really went to game fours like at all.
Only
Like
one,
only one.
only
So
one.
so to like glaze you even more here. We'll just say you only went best. Oh wait, you said one went to a best of 5. I mean, a
Yeah,
best of 4.
that best of it was best of 5 during the season. It was only one. It's the same guy that I went against in the finals. The same way.
Okay, so ready?
Hmm.
So I'm gonna shave a little bit off because I only did the regular season. So we'll do like 135. Per game during the regular season for the almost all winning in a sweep fashion minus that one. Like I said, I just picked a random number. I did like 135 because that kind of made sense because you guys went what 6 games
6
in
games, yeah.
6 games. Um, you were averaging 7 goals a game.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking roundhouse kick in.
It's
Only
once, man.
um shooting 71%.
Mhm.
So you just don't miss almost. Like
I practice a lot, man. Off season, I take my shit seriously.
he
So
was
like
like I said, bro, I wish and like I'm gonna have to make sure Socks reminds me for like every like when he knows like there even if it's just like a major match for like the girls team or something to like set up my GoPro. Like we have the rivalry match later on this week because I have 2 teams in the female side of Call of Duty. I might
yeah.
have to set it up for the
Oh
rivalry
yeah.
match. Um
Oh yeah.
but like I'm pretty sure you had like at least like 4 goals during that best of 6. I'm over here like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to like bend my noggin around, like, how the fuck this ball just went in. I'm over here like, I can't even fucking shoot the ball straight, woo. Like, I fucking go to hit the ball and it goes this way in Rocket League. And you over here doing like these fucking barely clipping the left post by like half a centimeter and it like bounces off the top and goes in. I'm over here like, okay, sir, you need to calm down. Not really, because I was having fun. Um, but so I guess we're gonna get to the touching part here. Oh wait, no, we definitely had a fucking ADHD moment. So before we start talking about the R word, um, so how was that vacation? I know we already kind of roughly talked about it. Tell them where you kind of went after you finally got the chip.
I went to go visit a friend up in Colorado. We went to Grand Junction. It was great. I had a blast. Obviously, yeah. It's a very, very like little town. It's very, very nice.
Are you
Very
high up in the altitude there too?
yes,
Okay.
we are.
Well, no,
Yes.
because like I know when we had a female land in Fort Collins. Denver felt really high. Fort Collins didn't feel that bad. That's why I was kind of wondering how high you were up in Grand Junction. So what do you guys do? Go like hiking?
We normally just went out to drink, typical boy stuff. Go bowling, do the usual. Go out to eat. Just
Partake
typical.
in the things that are only legal in certain states?
Yes.
Oh
Yes,
wait,
that would be it.
oh wait. I guess I can just say it because like these is based out of Maine. And then you live in Cali, so fuck it, partake in, the marijuana activities. I forgot that.
Uh,
Yeah,
maybe smoke a
maybe.
cigar, maybe smoke a cigarette or two,
Or
but not
two?
really. Nah,
Not
not really
really.
weed. No, it was
Oh,
just mostly like most. Nah, I wish, bro.
oh
Trust
wait,
me, I wish.
I guess you do live in Cali, so like I guess it's not like that big of a thing.
Yeah. Well, people do it all here. Do it over here all the time because it's legal
All the time.
all the time. I mean, we literally have a. I have a weed dispensary maybe like 15 minutes from my house. You can
I
just
got
go
one
there. And,
literally right down. I got one literally right down the street, bro.
bro, you better ship some over here, man. I'll pay the. I'll pay you the fucking shit, bro. Ship some over here,
Gee,
please, dude.
we're kidding. We're kidding. That is a federal crime. We are kidding. Um, but yeah, no. So kind of went, hung out with your buddy after you finally,
Yeah.
cemented the legacy. Came back. This man was hitting me up while he was still on vacation about filming this podcast. I told this man to go relax, have his vacation, so on, so on. And this man's still on vacation. He's like, I'm back in 2 days. Can I get on this podcast? It's like, God damn, bro. Um,
Might as
but
well be ahead
so,
of time.
what kind of? Because like you had a really short stint. So like, was your goal always to like? I guess this was where we're getting deep. Um, was that really your goal? Was to like win one singles and then kind of like hang it up?
Yeah.
Um,
It was a long term. I had set myself since 2022. I was like, for all the work I'm putting in, there needs to be something coming out of it. And I was like, this needs to be. I need to at least have one championship in my belt. Doesn't matter what playlist I have, ones, twos, or three. It doesn't matter. Threes and twos were not working out for me. I felt like ones were my strongest. Why? Because I was more. They felt like most people that have known me for a while know that ones is basically my strongest. Why? Because I love playing in that 1v1 scenario.
yeah,
And I love, being kind of the dickhead as the guy who just doesn't know when to quit and when to stop.
man. So it, so it was more you just wanted to have at least one.
Yeah, just one. That's all I wanted to have
Oh,
was
just
just
one.
one.
So
Just
like
one.
you're only 2 years in. So like I know you're not really that long into retirement. Um, you're what, like 2 weeks in?
Yeah.
Some shit
Maybe
like
no, maybe a couple days in, but
what? No,
but
you've
it
been
does
gone
feel good.
more than that. Wait,
Was
hold on.
it?
Where's our DMs? Hold on.
Because
Mr.
I said the retirement the
Eh,
moment that Sporty
Loser.
interviewed me right after.
Mr.
I had just said it.
Thanks, I'll be back on Thursday. Okay, so it's been 10 days.
10 days, yeah.
So we were both kind of right, kind of wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So like, this isn't me trying to put you on the spot on the podcast. I swear to God.
You're
Um,
good.
there's really no like competitive itch to like. I know you guys are talking about it in the Rocket League chat earlier,
Mm-hmm.
but like, there's really no competitive itch to like try to go back to back. Like, if I asked you right now, like, I'm not going to, but like, what percentage like leaning which way to which way are you at like right now?
To be honest, it's more like I don't want to. It's just because like the amount of stress that puts me through
Yeah,
is
I
like
get it. It's like what?
it's beyond.
If you had to get, if you had to put a rough number, like you can only think like 10 seconds. How many hours a week are you putting in?
A good 8 or 9.
A week or a
Oh,
day?
oh no, a day.
Okay.
So throughout the week,
So what, like
maybe about like
50? Want to call
maybe
it 50?
probably about 50 to 60 hours a week.
Okay. And like you're still young, so like I get it. Like, um so you're really more leaning towards that retirement, ain't you?
Yeah, I mean it's something that I've really thought about for a long time. Obviously, I wanted to just. I knew when my time was come because I've been doing it for consistently every season. Doing it back to back to back, doing fall, summer, spring. again, summer, spring, the whole cycle. So
Oh wait,
obviously
they don't
doing
really
it,
have off season, do they? Jeez.
it just goes on and on. So
Okay, so
like
that's
I've been
really so. In all seriousness, this is where I'm gonna glaze you a little more, not because you brought the first championship to Thieves or anything. Um, you've really been competing for like, in my eyes, really like 4 years, bro. Like with no real off season. Like Call of Duty, to put in views, Champs is like July, August, okay, for like the
Mhm.
pros. Um, July, August, okay. They just now picked up for Black Ops 6 like 2 weeks ago. They've been off since July, August. Uh, and you guys really don't get like that much of a break. So like I can kind of get it, man. Like 50, 60 hours a week consistently for like 2 years. Um, I get it. Like that's why I didn't even try to like twist your arm because like I could have been a real scumbag that same night of you winning. You called me. We kind of had our little moment, but I could have been a real scumbag that night and tried to guilt trip your ass after winning your first championship, winning Thieves' first championship. I could have been that guy. Like, and I feel like I might have won. Maybe. If I would have tried to do it that night, like I might have been able to like hook you and reel you in. But nah, bro, like I think it's one of those like I think I say it in at least a podcast here and there. I think it's like one of those things. If you join an org who like obviously I didn't compete on like any like super big level because obviously I'm old as fuck. So
Mhm.
like a good chunk of mine, like all these local lands weren't a thing for COD yet. Like I competed in Ghost, like
Mhm.
Ghost up until Black Ops 4 ish. Like I dabbled a little, like not this year or last year, but like a little like pick up old man leagues, like a couple titles ago. But like
Right.
most of my bulk, there wasn't like I'm pretty sure last year there was like 18 local lands.
Holy shit.
Yeah, like obviously not the same teams go to all of them, but yeah, no, like fucking Florida has a couple, Columbus has a couple, Vegas has a couple. Nobody touches Cali because you guys are expensive. Colorado probably has a couple, and so on and so on. I didn't get that, but
Mhm.
like that's like me coming from like a former competitive background. Like I'm not gonna even try to twist somebody's arm when like they're like, ah, bro, like I'm hanging it up, like I'm done, like like I'm putting down my mitts, like I'm done, like and all that. I woo well, it does suck that it was only one season. Now
Yeah.
I have a serious question.
Mhm.
If you
Lay
would
it
have
on
won
me.
last season, do you think you might have done one more though?
I think I might have,
In
yeah.
like the middle, obviously it took you 3 seasons. So like that's also what I was kind of thinking. That's tough. Like losing round one to somebody who shouldn't be in it. Um, getting two finals. Now, was that last season? How many games did that final go?
It was a sweep.
So like respectfully, he bent you over.
Yeah, he it's a player that obviously a lot of people know of. So of course he was a player that I didn't expect to demolish me. Of course, I knew it was gonna be a fight. I knew it was gonna be a tough fight. I knew I wasn't gonna back down off the gas, but I mean, I give it the best I could, and unfortunately, he just got the better hand of me, and it's something that I just have to respect and be
Yeah.
like, okay,
Oh yeah.
it is what it is.
But yeah. So
So
I get that. Like you get bounced round one 3 seasons ago by somebody who shouldn't even be in your division. Get
mhm,
swept by somebody who like you knew was going to be a battle, but obviously you being a competitor, you felt like you were going to be able to, at least give it a run for the money. So like I get it. Like you finally like get that monkey off your back. I gave you, kind of like the optic glaze tweet, that
right,
your legacy has been cemented. Um, But like, I get you wanting to hang it up. So like, what's kind of like on the docket for you now?
To be
Like,
honest, I
what you
just
gonna do? You kind of just taking some more like relaxed time, and then like gonna figure out what you want to do. Like, obviously not compete, but like dabble in like maybe some more content creation. Like, what's kind of on whose mind?
I think I want to just do like content, do edit stuff, and of course focus on the coaching side. That's something I really wanted to do. Obviously, like I was mentioning on the interview when I was telling with Sporty, obviously I wanted to focus. I wanted to set an example of what I was made out of and you know, um, why this is important, what it meant to me, and then of course if players have that same feeding, I want to teach them that. I want to give them the same confidence that I had the confidence when I had the people feeding me stuff from different perspectives, different orgs, different players. I even got coached by pro coaches as well, so of course it was such a
Yeah.
it
So
was
kind of just more like giving back to the scene.
yep.
Oh shit! Moving forward. Oh, sorry guys. At the filming of this, we're like at like week 16. Um, in the NFL. I don't know if that's moving forward, but Michael Penix Jr. just got announced as the Atlanta Falcons starting quarterback moving forward. Um, so I don't know if that's just for this last like 3 weeks, or if like they're pretty much giving Kirk Cousins the can.
Oh
Um,
boy.
one of the two. Which I mean, if they do that, the Atlanta Falcons literally just love to throw money away.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I saw the random. Just like, oh shit. Um, so kind of just giving back to the community. No lie, bro. I think that's another reason why like it kind of like teared me up because we've been in calls me, you, and I'm not gonna use names, but me, you, and some other players on the Thieves Rocket League team, just trying to help like mental health wise, which I think was also kind of why like I'm like, damn, because I didn't like I said I didn't try to have any talks. I'm like, hey, so like, what's your path moving forward? I let
Hmm.
you kind of like have your retirement moment, um, go on your vacation. Didn't even be like, hey, so like, you gonna like stay to coach? Like, what's your like? Are you actually retired? Like, yada yada yada. So like, I was kind of like, damn, bro, like this man comes, wins me my first championship in like officially as of when Thieves Twitter went up, because like I always say officially, unofficially, because
Hmm.
when Thieves first launched, I was still like trying to compete too. So like the first like year or so of Thieves, it was kind of a shit show. That's why I give Alyssa like all the flowers that I
Yeah.
can, because like Uncaged was kind of popping off while she was still competing. But
Right.
like you gave us like our first championship in 3 years.
Yeah.
3, which is wild. Like I'm not okay. I am a superstitious person, bro. Like you can't say it wasn't meant to be. Like your third year going in, like our third year, um, actually being launched, um, and you win your first chip, your first and only,
Yeah.
um, and then you ride off into the sunset. Um, God damn it.
I
But
know.
nah, bro, like I'm never one to try to like push people past like that, like I'm retired point. If I can tell like you actually like mean it. Like I said,
Yeah.
I mean I've been around the competitive Call of Duty scene since Ghost. So like I've had people be like, "Oh fuck this, I'm retired," and I literally post in like the fucking like other group chat. I'm like, give him like 18 hours, he'll be back.
Yeah.
Yours
No,
now, bro. You were getting like choked up during that speech, like and everything, and I was like, damn, bro. Like
I was speechless.
I was like,
I,
damn, bro. Like,
it still gives me the
he's
chills to
actually
this
done.
day.
Like he's actually done. I actually went back and watched that whole series like the other day.
Hmm.
Like I was just sitting here, like just working on some shit, and I went to Sporty's page and I rewatched, and I was like, damn, bro. Like the first chip, I think I'm gonna have to tell him to like send me the VOD because I want it. Um, so that we can do something for you, but we're not gonna tell you what. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm that guy. You'll just know when it gets posted. But nah, bro, nah, like I'm hoping to. Obviously, I don't think I have to tell you this. I've had to tell it to other people.
Mhm.
Um, even if you end up just like super leaving the scene, you don't gotta leave the family cord. Like you're here for life. No, I have literally had people think like because they left a roster, and then I see that they
Mhm.
leave the cord, and I'm like, you do know you
No.
didn't have to leave, right? Like we have
Yeah,
a
I'm
whole
not gonna
separate
leave.
community section. Like it's not
Yeah,
that
I'm
big of a
not.
deal.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
not gonna leave, dude. Never.
I'm going to. I guess this is where I'm gonna leak what jersey you're getting. Um, so I haven't fully worked it out with Sword Dog yet. Um, I guess
Mhm.
me and Sox haven't said really anything about the Thieves 2025 drop. Um, Sox, you're leaving this in here. We can leak it. I don't care. Um, we're
Jesus.
doing 3 colorways of the jersey. We're doing this fucking guy. You are gonna love this. Um, we're doing whites. We're doing blacks. You're not getting either one of those. Um,
Oh.
I'm gonna. Oh no, this gets better. Um, I'm gonna try to figure out the linguistics with Sword Dog. We're gonna have championship reds that I have to approve the order. Like it can't be, like fucking Pablo and his homies want to like support Thieves, but
Yeah.
like they want the championship reds. Like no, like people who like obviously you now, the girls at their Dallas event, which they not Dallas, Columbus. Okay, no, they knew.
Mhm.
The girls team knew the colorways. Um, and then when Thieves have our content week in Dallas next November,
Right.
everybody who's going to that Sox, you can cut that portion. Um, uh, who's ever coming to the Dallas event, they're all getting a championship Reds for that event. Um, but yeah, so you get one of the championship Reds because I mean, you won me a fucking championship. Um, so
Yay! Another to
now,
the collection.
but that better be your favorite jersey.
Oh, I mean, I still have my other one that Equip got me, or I fucking went into design. That shit. I mean, this logo was made by me. I'm wearing my old previous 2022 one with the old
Now, I'm
logo
not
on
gonna
it.
lie. This is where I'm gonna get like B here. Um, and you know what? I'm gonna make this a tradition because I mean, Sox knows this is gonna happen to him. Um, when certain events happen, yada 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 yada. I think
Hmm.
I'm gonna have another jersey sent to me for you, and I'm gonna write on it as a thank you. So you're gonna get one you can wear. You're gonna get one for whenever not to like fire shots. I mean, I guess I can because I live with my fucking grandma. Um, so whenever you move into your own place, you can just put that one in a frame. Obviously, unless you're completely done in esports and you're banging all the women, you might not want
No.
the signed jersey on the wall. Because then you have to go down that whole fucking spiel. Yeah, I played carball. But like, nah, bro, because like I said, like I think on top of you being so dominant in a bounce back player, like one of those series while I was at work, I'm pretty sure you went down like 6-0 or
Yeah.
like 4-0 or some fucking shit. Um, and like no composure was lost because obviously you deafen, but like you leave your camera on in like the Discord. Um, like no composure was lost, even though I couldn't hear you. There was like
Hmm.
no composure was lost. Like and then battle back win that one, and then I'm was I'm pretty sure that was the series that kid left.
Yep. It
Yeah, because
was.
he's like, oh fuck yeah, bro, I'm about to win. I'm up fucking 4-6-0. Next thing he knows is, oh shit.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna wrap this up a little bit. We kind of went into, I guess you're officially fully retired. Um, but we're gonna end this with a fun question that I like. I don't know if you. I feel like I say this to every guest. I don't
Yeah.
know if you actually went back and watched any of the other ones first. Um, but we have this fun question. Um, if you could have any wild animal tamed as a pet, and it grows to 3 feet, so I love how my go-to example is always an ant. It
God.
can grow to 3 feet, or if it's something bigger than 3 feet, it'll shrink to 3 feet. Tamed as your pet. What are you picking?
Obviously, I'm picking this one because I had a sentimental value. Because I had one, but unfortunately, it passed away. Because obviously, my mom left him out in the sun for too long.
Damn.
Uh, I would have a.
I'm
I,
sorry. I'm sorry. I couldn't hold it.
you're good. It sucks, man. It would. You know what? It's just unfortunate that it happened.
I just think you're one of those people. The more and more I honestly doing this podcast or sitting in VCs with you, you don't have that many facial expressions.
Yeah.
So like you literally said that with almost like a straight face, and I think that that's what just like I was done. Like tie it up, throw it away. I'm done. Like so.
It
What?
hurt. It hurt. Don't get me wrong. It hurt, but it's something that if I would want to buy it again, I would because it's a bearded dragon. I would buy one.
Don't they
If
already get to like 3 feet?
well, they start off really small. I
I
think they
used to
do.
have. Oh wait, no, I don't think quite 3 feet. My old roommates, I think was about two. I think so. Okay, I guess I'll give it to you.
Yeah,
Um, I'll
it'll
give it.
work. It'll work. It'll work.
Um, yeah, because I don't think his was quite 3 feet. But yeah, Woo, like obviously I'll get with you once that whole drop is done and I send people jerseys who need them for lands. I promise you I won't forget about
Nah, you won't, brother. I know you
you.
won't. And you. Since then,
Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Oh Jesus. Is this podcast gonna end just like this?
nope, it ain't gonna end like this. I told you, my mic is. I told you, my mic turns off, leaves you guys on red. Like if I were to leave any of the girls on the side, uh, leaves on red, and it just turns back on, and then automatically doesn't want to pick up. It just happened. This I've been doing this throughout the entire podcast, adjusting it every time.
Jesus, warrior. I love you.
Yeah, but
Um,
ever
so
since
what were
I
you
ever since I'd been part, or when Alyssa brought me, or I told Alyssa, I texted her on Twitter. I was like, I need a home. I need somewhere I can represent, and it's something that I'll still be grateful to this day if it wasn't for her. And that's something I do want to mention is Alyssa for obviously bringing me into the org, and of course meeting all of you guys. And then of course people were stoked because people who knew I was like, wait, who? I know who this guy is. Of course, Riley knew right away. Like, as soon as I stepped in the freaking chat, Riley knew right away.
Riley was like, wait, oh wait, we got Woo? And I was like, yeah. I'm over here, I'm like, cause like, not to glaze myself, fuck it. I'm glazing myself. Um, I let I let captains for the most part do their own rosters. I let managers bring in who they think will help the team. So like I don't even think I asked Alyssa like your last season fucking stats. Like I have that much blind faith in most of my staff. Minus, that shitty ass content manager I got, bro. He's a real fucking okay. Okay. I guess I should kind of let you in on this going secret now. Uh, I know that he cuts himself out of podcasts, so his audio is never included. Now it's been a going trend since now we had it so Socks helps me find guests, so now we do it via Discord, not Zoom, yada yada yada.
Right.
I try to get him to say something every podcast. I thought I was gonna get him with that one. I thought, but no. In all seriousness, like I didn't even like question like, well, because like at that point we had Alyssa in singles,
Mm-hmm.
We had Oscar in singles. Um, but when she was like, "Hey, I want to bring on a third singles competitor," I'm like, "Okay." And then because, like I said, I mean, why would I say no? Like the thing,
Right.
I don't have to pay another league fee. It's not like I have to be like, "Oh, here you go, Los Champs. Here, have a little bit more of my money." Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, "Okay." And then like you said, you joined, and Riley was like, "Wait, like, did I just sign a monster? Did we just bring in a monster and I didn't know this? Let's go." Um, but yeah, bro, like Alyssa, I don't think has ever gotten the flower she fully deserves
Definitely deserves some. She definitely deserves
from
some.
I'll put you in the column, even though you don't really need help being managed. You are a well-oiled fucking machine. But managing you, her matches, making sure Oscar places his, make sure what was it? Two two's teams this season, I think.
I think
Or was
there's
it
two.
just
Yeah, you got. I think
there was
JB.
two?
I think there's JB and someone else. I think it's also Riley too. That's
Yeah,
one of them.
and then also the threes team, and she's still obviously everybody who knows Alyssa. I'm not gonna go into super detail. She has like her own personal stuff going on,
Yeah.
yada 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 yada.
Mm-hmm.
But she still finds time to make sure everybody gets what they fucking need. Um, and now obviously helping me with socials. So like, I really don't think she gets the flower she deserves. But she's a lot like me. Like, I don't really like. I don't fucking walk around being like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, like
No, for real.
dude, I actually you can even ask Socks, like, the next time you talk to him, the amount of times that somebody has tried to be like, "Oh, Soren, you guys did really good with this," or like, "That was a good idea." I'm just like, "No, it's not good enough. No."
Right.
Like, I just don't care. Um, but no, bro, Woo, I'm happy you got your chip under us. I'm sad you retired under us. I'm
Hey,
kinda mad I'm kinda mad you made me tear up, bro. You coulda shot me a DM before that interview and said, like, "Just so you know, this is about to get emotional." Like, I woulda poured myself I woulda cracked open the 12-year aged bottle of whiskey in my closet. I woulda poured a drink, and, like, I woulda had that moment with you. No, I get blindsided and I start tearing up a little bit, man. Like, at least I could have teared up a little bit drunk, man. Like, come on, woo. Like, come on, brother.
I started tearing up the moment I scored the eighth goal. I was like, dude, I cannot believe this is
Dude,
really happening.
I
This is really happening.
I'm not gonna lie. And then I'm gonna do the outro so I can possibly go to bed. I work in like 5 hours. Um, I'm pretty sure. So I've been like this with every other social media manager. Alyssa hasn't had this moment yet. I don't tell them to get victory tweets ready ever. I literally pretty sure I deleted and retyped word for word that game. Your championship match went what? 5 games? 6 games?
6.
6. I'm pretty sure during that sixth game, I retyped that championship tweet about 17 times because I would delete it. And then, like, as soon as like it kind of seemed, it's fine, you can fix it while I'm talking. Every time it kind of seemed like the momentum was on more on your side, I'd type it out, get it ready. And then once momentum kind of shifted the other way, I'd fucking delete the bitch and then
Jesus
retype the bitch
Christ.
and then delete the bitch because I'm like, nope, 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 nope. This is not how this is going out. I am not gonna have this shit ready and this fucking shit goes south. It's not gonna happen. But nah, bro, like I think adding Mr. Maxwell, and I know he hates it when I call him Maxwell, so I do it anyways. Um, you and Callie. I think I have a couple other buddies in Cali. I might have to make the journey to Cali.
Please swing down. We would love to have you.
That means something because, like, that's a full day of travel for me. I live in Maine.
Oh fuck, that's a fucking
That is a travel.
that
That's
that is
why
a trouble.
that's why for Dallas we're doing like 8 days. Cause like if I'm flying like half of a day, pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
to do like the content week around the next Call of Duty, yada 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 yada. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we're gonna make it worth it. But Woo, thank you for being. I'm trying to figure out how to word this without completely sucking your dick. Um, but I might extend it. I think he lost it. um, golden
Oh man.
standard of a player that I want under my org, not just from a competitor, but from like truly like this is a family. Like you could have. I know this isn't your nature, but like when you saw that a certain person on the Rocket League team was kind of going fucking through it, you could have been me as an asshole competitor in my prime and just gone like this and just kept on focusing on your championship run, yada 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 yada. But you took the time out of your day to help that said person like week in, week out. Um, you're fucking amazing on the timeline. You know, I don't have to deal with any drama.
Yeah.
Um, but also, you know, you just love the passion for the sport, even though you're cutting your career short after 2 years. But like we said, like you don't really get much time off anyways when you play in Los Champs. So I get it,
You don't,
buddy.
yeah.
Thank you for what seemed like only a couple weeks. It was definitely
Mhm.
like a couple months.
Hey man, I
But
came out. I
it
came
went
out.
quick.
I promised Alyssa. I promised Alyssa. I was like, the moment I joined, I'm like, I'm getting you guys this title.
And then you
I'm.
found out. I'm pretty sure I dropped that bomb on you like the day before your grand finals. Was like, oh hey, by the way, Thieves hasn't won a championship yet in
I think
any
you.
sport.
I think it was in the beginning when I got introduced.
Oh, was
You
it?
mentioned, yeah, you were like, hey, by the way, like I was mentioning, my goal was to win a championship, and I think that's when you mentioned you were like, oh,
Oh yeah. Hey,
by the way,
by the way,
this team has this org has never won it, and I was like, that gave me more
you're
spark.
like,
I was like, this could be my chance right here. I'm like, I know what I'm capable of as long as I work hard, and I did
yeah.
it.
Oh yeah, bro,
But
you balled out week in, week out. Um, but again, man, I'm gonna let you kind of go about your night, even though it's only like 6 p.m. there, so I don't know what you do at.
it's well, I have a game tonight. I have a soccer game tonight at 7, so we'll
Oh,
see
well,
how
yeah,
that goes.
go get some food. I love you.
I love
Like
you
I
too,
said,
bro.
don't be a fucking stranger. Who knows? Once you fully get into retirement, if you end up wanting to be some other role in Thieves, we can always have that meeting. Um, if you end up saying fuck it, I got one more in me. I'm not gonna let you go anywhere else. But this has been another episode of the 1v1. I'm Mike. This is Woo. Thank you for coming on, man. Peace.
Peace. Yay, bye.
Bye.